What's up, everybody? This is the Colum Tyrrell Podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this fucking stupid podcast thing that I do. We just had the Are You Garbage Boys, that's H.Foley, Kevin Ryan, on today. There's a bit of noise coming in from the New York City streets. What can I say? There's a lot of crime here. There's a lot of people getting slashed during the day. You can't go outside without cars on fire, just stabbings. People are looting CVS. So it's a real Armageddon out here. So there's nothing we can do about the alarms going off in the background. I'm sorry, but it gives it a nice rustic feel. There's nothing going on in the news other than the fucking Ukraine blah blah blah. All right, so usually what will happen with the episodes is a little bit more topical. We talk about whatever's going on in the news, but rather than bore you, reminding you of all the children in the Ukraine that are losing their lives, we just talked about comedy and stuff like that. The boys are great. Are You Garbage has blown up over the last 2 years to one of the biggest podcasts on the East Coast, and I think they're going to continue to grow like that. And they've been both of them have been so helpful in terms of setting up this room and helping me create this podcast. So I really hope that if you aren't familiar with them, head over, check out their podcast, catch them live on tour, and check out my episodes when I've been on their podcast too. So that's it. I'm on tour right now with Mike Rainey and Tim Budley of the Dad Me podcast. All of those dates are available in the description below. We've got shows coming up in Buffalo, Philly, Detroit, Cleveland, Houston, Austin, potentially Dallas. Who knows about that? And then we've got Indiana, Raleigh, North Carolina. Loads of stuff going on there. So check out the link below and come catch us live. Also, if you want to continue to help support the growth of this podcast, I release an extra episode on Patreon. And there's a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff over there. It starts as low as $5. That's only $1.25 a week. With the price of gas, come on, help a brother out here and head off to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. All of that stuff, like I said, in the description below. And I won't drag it out too long. Here's the interview with the boys. And it's not even an interview. It's just a couple of friends hanging out, talking shit. And it was a good one. So good luck. Enjoy the episode.
Tell you that right now.
Okay, no. There's an energy.
Yeah.
He's watching Mr. Beast and now he wants to get rid of you.
Who is Mr. Beast?
Are we in?
He's fucking God for as you're concerned.
Really?
He's the biggest YouTuber ever.
We're talking about Mr. Beast. We're in. This is us locked in.
We're locked in. We're doing it. Was it okay
I'll
that I moved
introduce
it?
you beforehand. Through the magic of it.
Ah.
Oh, we're in it.
We're in. Yeah.
Oh, we're in right now? Oh,
it's just
sorry.
a nice
Fucking ambush, okay.
It's
Not an ambush.
yes.
I told you. I interrupted you.
These Irish are sneaky.
Yeah, I'm over here running my mouth about world geopolitics. If
I
you
know.
let me know
Meanwhile,
the
the whole
cameras are
place
on.
is bugged. What are we doing?
We
Talking
started-
about Greece and Putin.
We're 25 minutes in. Just so you know. I left the room and I said, hey, what do you think about so-and-so?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, fucking Chris Hansen over here steps out to take a deuce and comes back in. He's got us all fucking hemmed up.
yeah, I feel great. I had a shit. I feel confident now. I fucking feel light. I'm ready.
That's good.
That was pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting you to just take a proper shit.
Yeah, you said
were like,
run to the bathroom.
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
run to the bathroom before we get started, and then like 10 minutes goes by. Now I gotta piss, dude. I go in there, K-puts.
Yeah,
It was fucking tough in there. Dude.
Running to the bathroom was fucking splashing some cold water on your face or putting your lipstick on.
I should have said it's less rude to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go have a dump.
Well, the weird thing, then you come back and you're like, hey, if you guys want to use the bathroom real quick, go ahead. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was a. I was trying to be polite, but I just seemed like it was a cruel ploy.
Yeah.
You made it sound like there was lemonade and finger sandwiches in there.
Did I give you guys the tour yet? Let's start in the bathroom.
I was just saying,
You fucking wacko.
I was trying to let you guys know it's a loose podcast. Loose.
Yeah, like
Come.
your asshole.
If you want to send a text at some point, go ahead. Don't
It's
feel
like that. It's just it's very meta. We're hanging.
We're just hanging.
Capturing the hang.
It's just a very natural hang with
with
thousands of dollars.
with lights and producers.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. We came to a knife fight. I'll tell you that right now.
Once
I'm
the
not even
lights are-
taking my coat off. There's no pleasantries here, my friend.
But yeah, I don't. There's some people talk like that. I'll shit anywhere at any time.
I
Me
will.
too, me too.
No, I will
Anything.
as well. But I'm just saying the way you're like, all right, we're gonna get started. Let me run to the bathroom real quick. And then
I
you're.
thought it was gonna be quicker than it was. In fairness, I'm sorry. It was backed up ribs.
You don't got to apologize.
Peruvian ribs, you know.
Can I be real for a second and tell you guys something?
I just shit my pants.
I've had constipation.
We're being honest.
I've been constipated for 4 weeks.
No, fucking, I can't. I'm with you. I will shit anywhere as long as I can make do, and it's a clean, safe environment to some degree.
Yeah,
but my obesity has...
Sounds like you're trying mushrooms or acid for the first time. As long as I'm in a comfortable, safe environment with a Sherpa, I can take a deuce. Is there a shaman involved?
I got a goat leading me up the path. No, my fucking dumps are so bad that I can't do away games that much anymore. I'll hold it until I get home because it's a process. The wiping, fucking 400 wipes.
Yeah,
it's not comfortable. I'm like straining to get back there and reach. Tough look.
Can I ask? Do you have like a technique with you got to put like a spread the cheeks?
100%.
Spread the cheeks more.
Yeah. Spread. I got to spread the cheeks real hard when I make initial contact.
You're like a slut pulling that guy's cheeks, dude.
Lifting up that little skirt of yours.
Spread them. Spread them for me.
Bending over the dresser.
I shit out a couple of ones. Yeah, I got to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Keep my balls from fucking going skinny dipping, and then fucking when I'm done, I'm like fucking, I'm like Johnny Bench. I'm like a catcher. I'm squatting, trying to get back there and fucking get it clean. And if it's messy, it's fucking torture.
It must be chaos. Yeah.
Brutal.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
You forget.
That's why I'm on the Metamucil heavy now.
What's that?
Metamucil's a
keeps you regular
psyllium husk fiber.
You're running an ad read right now? What is this?
That's Are You Garbage, folks. Brought to you by Fat Guy Shitting Products.
That'd be so funny.
I've been taking Helix every day.
Johnny was in on it, and you had a promo code. Use the promo code AYG.
A graphic just slid in.
How do you not know what fiber is? Powdered fiber.
It's like old people take it to... No, it's like an actual
bran is a fiber though.
Yes, but this is more of like a powder. It's a powder to keep you soft and regular. We were just on the road in Florida and we had to go to Target so he could get his fat guy medicine.
Get
my Metamucil and my Nexium.
Yeah. I was born with bad constipation actually. Honestly,
really?
I swear, I had some sort of weird medical condition.
It's the most like 1800s Irish diagnosis ever.
Over there, you guys probably just punch each other in the stomach when you're constipated.
It was bad.
Somebody give me a good whack. I gotta take a dump.
My parents were just beating me.
He's good. Once he dumps, he'll be all right.
You had constipation as a kid?
Yeah, as a toddler.
That's a tough look.
And, I used to have to get like powdered, almost like Raisin Bran, but it would be like powdered, and we'd pour that on top of like cereal to double up the bran.
That's kind of
exactly what you were having Metamucil.
Yeah, they used to call me Constipated Colum, actually. I swear. I used to get bullied.
Fucking Maurice Seinfeld over here.
How old were you?
I was young, till maybe 3 or something.
Okay.
Maybe young. And apparently, like, I'd be a toddler walking around the room, and then next thing you know, like, you'd just hear, like, I'd be crawling around the ground, and then you just hear, like,
really struggling to get you. You're in the corner under the bed.
I'm in the corner, and my face is going blue. Yeah. I'm just...
No one look at him. He's about to go. No one look at him.
Biting down on the dog's leash.
Yeah. Biting on a belt.
Yeah, but
your dad's rubbing your face in it. What'd you do? What'd you do? Look at this.
Yeah, smacked with a fucking newspaper. But I did, one of my oldest memories, I went to the hospital, and they did an I don't know what they did. It was almost like a colonoscopy or whatever.
Colonoscopy.
I think it was something like that for constipation. But it's honestly one of my earliest memories is a doctor shoving something in my ass. I swear on everything.
Did they shove it up your ass to suck it out, or were they just going in there to take a look?
Probably flushing it out.
In my memory, it was a needle. In my memory, it was like it was a giant needle went up the ass.
No,
but my mother's like, no, it was like a suction thing to get the shit out. Oh. But I swear it's one of my earliest memories.
Mom, remember when that doctor shoved a needle up my ass?
Yeah.
Remember when I was in the dungeon?
Yeah.
Remember when that neighbor shoved the needle up my ass around the corner in the alleyway?
Yeah.
In the local park. Yeah, so I don't know. So it does make sense that you can remember these traumas as a child.
Yeah, one of my first childhood memories of trauma too. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm all fucked up. My brother threw me against a bedpost, and I remember like kind of coming to in the emergency room.
Oh shit!
And they were trying to fucking sew me up, and I was bugging out.
Oh yeah,
not having a good time, like bad trip kind of shit. And they had me strapped into the table in like a life jacket that was glued to the table. They call it something so the kids can't move around.
Yeah, an insane asylum. That's what they call that.
And they
Strap them in, get the paddles.
They made you watch videos of this fucking Eagles highlights.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, they made you watch the Eagles lose the title. lose the championship.
Just watching Rocky over and over again.
No. I had one. We went to the ER. I fucked my leg up. We were rope swinging. I was 8. And we were rope swinging. Did I ever tell you? I'm sure I told you the story.
Well, that's your Vietnam. What are you talking about? Ever told me that? I hear that every time it rains. Old Betsy's acting up again.
Okay, I'm sorry that I won't tell it.
Hold on. This is when you went into the water and it was a huge slice?
Yeah.
I thought you were a teenager. I didn't know you were 8.
Yeah, so how many times have you heard the story if you didn't know my age, you fat fucking liar?
You never listen.
Yeah, exactly. He never does. He's got sandwiches on the brain.
I thought that was last year.
Wasn't I there? Didn't I save you?
Wasn't that in Tampa last week? 8's a tough look. That shit when you were a kid fucks you up.
So what was it? It was a swing?
It was like a rope swing. We were going out, and I just like jumped in without the rope, just like fucking jump in. And I didn't get out far enough.
Into a river, you mean?
Yeah, into like a creek or whatever. And I didn't get out far enough.
Where'd you think he was going? Where do you think they were going?
I just thought it was a park. We had a rope swing, but like you would just swing and go back up into the tree.
Yeah, no, this was like
a tire on the bottom?
It was a branch, like a broken,
like a stick,
a big stick.
These are simple people. What are you talking about here?
You never swung from a tree with a string?
Welcome back to Huckleberry Finn's podcast, everybody.
There's no spare tires laying around there.
Yeah. If you were listening, it sounded like Huckleberry
Didn't you have a
Finn,
jungle gym behind your school?
A jungle gym?
Yeah. Like a playground with like swings and slides.
So it was a burnt out car and that.
Couple Molotovs.
That was a sniper's nest.
Yeah.
Called it a birdhouse.
You didn't want to go in there.
That was the forward operating post.
So you swung, you jumped out, and
I almost I gashed my leg. I hit like a root or something, and my knee was bent, and it fucking exploded. It looked like I got hit by a shark. It was like fucking leg was filled with creek water, and I had to get rushed to the hospital. And I remember looking, the doctor.
Dude, if you would have died of creek water, man.
In Philly, it's crick water.
That would have been a sad beef and beer.
But yeah, exactly.
Raise money to bury your fat little ass. The creek got him. Should have drained that fucker years ago.
The creek took him. But I remember laying there, and they were like, they're like, we have to operate. It was emergency surgery. Like, we have to operate, but there was no ORs open because it was all like scheduled for like fucking, bacchiotomies or whatever. And they're like, we're going to have to do it here. And I was like, I remember I was my mom in the ER with like, some guy with like a toothache next to you. Meanwhile, my leg's coming off. And my mom was like, you're not fucking doing it here. And then, like, she was a nurse, and so she
was smoking at the time.
Yeah, she was behind. You're not doing it here.
I care about this little fuck's health.
The insurance companies only pay half in the ER.
She went behind the desk and started, like, she didn't work at that hospital. She was coming from another hospital, but she went and she just started making phone calls to doctors and people that she knew to like get it, and then they finally got us in an OR. But it was like hairy. They were like, they were gonna have to do like a fucking major, like try to reattach my leg in the ER.
Are you still all scarred up from it, shit?
Yeah, huge scar. Yeah. It was wild.
You almost lost a leg.
Almost lost a leg.
They were the good old days, though, huh? When kids would just.
I'm sure that everybody says that, but I'm sure that shit kind of still happens for sure.
100%.
No way.
Yeah, man. That's what everybody says.
You don't leave a bunch of sexy 8-year-olds just playing in the creek. No. What we know now?
With their
bunch of topless 8-year-olds.
No way.
A solid B cup at the time.
A couple of good time boys over there, huh?
Yeah, there's no way they people.
Van pulls up ladies.
But the funniest thing is we used to have a buddy in Boy Scouts, and we fucking made 90s you're in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah,
we were crushing you, dude. Just making fun of him, the whole 9 yards. And then luckily he was there, and he was like, he kicked it into fucking Cub Scout mode, dude.
He took off his fucking his necko.
He had a fire going, dude. He's like, I saw a picnic table a few clicks back. He ran and got a picnic table, kicked the legs off. They put me on, carried me to the closest house.
Starting a fire.
Yeah,
we gotta keep him warm.
Crazy. A guy was blowing him. It was a whole thing.
He made you a little race car.
Yeah. He took out his compass. The hospital is this way. Let's go. And the whole time you're like,
I don't have my leg saving badge.
The whole time you're like, queer.
Dude, stop with the cookies, will you?
That's what we were doing.
He saved your life.
Time just breaking his balls. Meanwhile, he's the only reason I'm walking today.
What do you got? Your merit badge? You fucking pussy? Huh? Is that what you got? Fucking, you selling cookies, you little girl, huh? You're in the fucking Boy Scouts?
Dude, we were crushing him. But
Turns
then
into a fucking medic and nom real quick.
Yeah, he was hitting me with the fucking, with the morphine and shit.
Kippy's laying there like Caparzo.
Fucking bottom half's gone.
I can hack it, man. I can hack it.
Hey, I'm going to be okay, all right, Matt? Yeah, you're going to be fine, Kippy.
Oh, let me ask
What are you
this.
gonna do when you get home? I'm gonna get a hoagie.
I'm going to open up a sandwich shop.
Kippy, look at my girl when you get back to the world.
Open up a sandwich shop. I always love the way they do those sandwiches.
Kippy and me were going to get into the shrimping business, but he died right there on the side of that creek.
Meanwhile, there's a house like 300 yards away. I was in someone's
The
backyard.
fuck you guys doing out there?
Yeah,
Take that fat bastard to the hospital.
Get out of my creek.
He's bleeding on my lawn.
this is some guy's garden. Hey, he's sunbathing. Get out of here.
Fuck you. Get out of here.
Nice.
He's in his pool.
Yeah, it does seem it does seem wild. I think kids are probably not.
Kids are still doing that shit,
Yeah, they
man.
are. They are.
can't.
They are for sure.
It's gone down, but you got to think, man. Fucking. I understand what you're saying. Like, people are more aware that, things are more structured for kids and shit like that. There's more fear of going, but I still think, not as large of a percentage, but they're out there doing it. Think about kids in like fucking,
Think about
like
country
back
kids.
towns,
Yeah.
Indiana.
They're fucking.
What they're doing.
They're not,
That's the Wild West.
Yeah.
They're fucking at 11. They're fucking drinking, smoking down by the creek. That's all they. That's a vacation to them. Get out of the house. So they're not getting smacked around.
I love when you show up at these towns and it's just like, it's like Ested, like 1982 or something. You're like, Jesus, no one claimed this place forever.
No, claim this place till the 80s.
Yeah, you look at Arizona, it was like 1941 or something. It was like,
It's March 2018. What the fuck was here before? You guys ever heard of McDonald's? What the fuck? That's great.
any other injuries growing up that you?
Yeah, there was a lot of time. My hand was broken for like 2 years. Had to have surgery on that.
Your hand was broken?
Yeah.
Punching something?
No, I don't know. It was broke, and then
What'd she do?
You should see the other girl. Yeah.
you should see the other girl.
Fucked up the shepherd's pie, huh?
I said cottage pie.
You know I'm constipated.
Lamb's on sale.
I broke it. I broke my hand as a kid, and then didn't know for years because I was that outdoors kid that we're taught like we were just like out all day in the woods, tree fort skateboarding.
You just didn't know.
And it healed. It broke the bone broke into 2 places.
You're like Chuck Liddell. You're like fucking
The Iceman Kippy. It broke into.
Wait, you're talking about Concrete Charlie from the Eagles? Oh, no, you're talking about the fighter.
No,
I'm sorry.
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell.
Hey, ESPN Classics, come back to fucking Earth, will you?
I'm always bringing up ex-Eagles players. I've a thorough knowledge of the NFL.
You guys never seen a football game. You think he's fucking quoting third string fucking linebackers from the Eagles?
Johnny
Before I was
Unitas from the
born.
Baltimore Colts, huh?
Not only have I...
That's why I was so stunned.
Yeah, of course. All right.
I know, but like nowhere in your problem solving of who are you talking about did you go, there's no fucking chance. He's got to be talking about. You also said, oh, you mean the UFC fight. You knew exactly who it was.
Well, it was one of the
Not
other.
at first.
It was either Chuck Liddell that I would know, or it was the Chuck Liddell that I wouldn't.
His name's Chuck Bednarik.
Chuck
Concrete
Bednarik.
Charlie. His fingers are all fucked up. That's why I was so shocked.
Okay, all right.
I apologize.
You did-
I apologize to the UFC fans out there.
Pop, go take a nap, will you?
You got any prunes in here?
So you broke your hand and then you were just like...
I broke this bone right here that's in like your under your thumb.
Yeah.
And it broke into 2 pieces and it just healed that way and I didn't know. And then I re-broke it. I think I was skateboarding or something. Like I fell and I broke it again. And then I made it angry that time because it's like, got really fucked up. They put me in a cast for almost 2 years, dude. It was up past my elbow.
You're 2 years?
Yeah, it was over 18 months.
Ugh.
Jesus.
That thing
yeah.
must have stunk.
What was it like? You never went back into.
Well, there was like so the bones like
health insurance.
He's used to it now. He's used to it now. Let him.
Yeah, let this stupid fuck keep wearing this cast. I was in a cast for 2 summers. Think about that. I was swimming, and we were like, I was like swimming in like the bay and shit.
Dude. That's
There was sand crabs in there.
Yeah, cast boy Kevin.
It was bad. Dude, my thumb was up.
Oh no,
my thumb was up.
The thumb.
My elbow was bent. My thumb was up. I was like,
you're running around like Hellboy. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Every time you walk down the street, a fucking
it was bad, dude.
car would
Yeah,
pull over to pick you up.
and then ended up that didn't even work. I had to have surgery on that as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds like some shoddy diagnoses.
no,
to be
well, it
honest
was
with
like
you.
they were like they didn't want. I want to have surgery again, so they were like, we can try the cast, but like it's not going to work. And then like you go to like I went to like the hospital in my in my town or whatever, and like. This is like this is like late 90s, early 2000s. They're still like country bumpkins a bit, you know what I mean?
Apparently.
So then they sent us down to like a proper hand specialist at like, University of Penn or Temple or Hahnemann or whatever the fuck, like some proper like university fucking hospital. And then they got down there like, yeah, man, we could have saved you a year just by, we could have told you it was never going to grow back together. So they had to go in, put a screw in there, pin in there. Yeah.
Drywall? What'd you use?
A couple of anchors.
Well, Johnny lived in Amsterdam forever. All right.
Really?
Amsterdam or just Holland or what?
Holland, The Hague.
The Hague?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
I knew he had weird vibes.
The Hague.
Yeah. It's an all-European cast out here. Just so you know, in this.
Is it?
Well,
Green cards now, boys. Let's see. Wait, you were
Johnny?
born in America and then lived over there?
Yeah, I lived there for like 12 years total.
What?
I went
Wasn't The
back
Hague
and
like a huge battle?
No. That's
Why does that name sound familiar? The Hague.
Hastings? Battle of Hastings?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Battle of Hoagies.
I know
Hoagies?
Hastings.
Wasn't the Hague a battle and he had to go? No.
Yeah. It was so, and then he was just trying to think of another word that began with H.
Isn't that
like Harrisburg?
Wait, isn't that like a sauce you put on sushi? So what age were you there?
Like from 6 till 10, and then
Wait, your parents moved you over there?
yeah.
What are
Why?
they doing over
Like
there?
an army bra or something.
No.
His mother was a whore.
Hey, here it's wide open in Amsterdam.
Make a lot of goddamn money in that red light district. I was selling shrooms on the side.
Yeah, you're printing money out there.
His mom was a whore. Well, boys, she throws the paper on the table. He
did it.
It's fair game in Amsterdam. Pack your bags.
It's a gold rush for come out there right now.
I'm going straight this time, boys. Doing everything on the up and up.
That always fascinates me because Toby's, our producer, Toby's parents did that. They moved to like France or somewhere.
Mom was a whore.
No, but they moved. Where'd they move? Scotland. They lived in
They were
Scotland
in and
for
out
like
of Scotland
2
for a
years.
little because he had like family there or something.
I would have fucking lost it on my parents. They said some bullshit like that. They tried to move us to Delaware, and I was like, "I'll fucking run away right now. Get the fuck out of there." What'd you go over there for?
Yeah.
Fuck that. What are you, nuts?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
pussy.
This is the 80s, too. I'm fucking going to Europe. What are you, out of your goddamn mind? No offense, personally.
You guys seem like great people.
I was just there a couple weeks ago. It was really awesome.
What was it like that? Everyone just getting injured and shit as kids?
Yeah, actually, like playgrounds and stuff have like no safety stuff.
You got that universal health care. You don't need safety
Yeah,
precautions.
yeah.
Everybody's just fucking running into walls and
Give
shit.
you a little
Yeah.
Panama Red and send you home.
Exactly.
What were your folks doing over there?
My dad worked for like an international liquor distributor. So
Okay.
just selling booze.
All right.
Diageo?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's always Diageo.
I know. That's who we used to work for. With that thing that we did.
Get to the pint?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that company was owned by Diageo.
Oh, that's why you told me to shut up when I started running my mouth about it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Diageo come and whack you in the middle of the night. They got fucking people. They got sleeper cells all over this place.
Leave a bottle of Cuddy Stark on you?
Diageo's the best. They're just like, yo, let's just make stuff that people are addicted to.
Yeah.
That's where the money is.
That's
where the money
bootlegging.
is. Absolutely.
Big time.
Did you lose your virginity to a whore?
No.
Okay, but he thought about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
You did.
Did you ever go to the red
I
light
don't like that
district?
language that you used. She's an artiste. She's a pussy artiste.
Did you ever go to the red light district?
Yeah. I mean, it's like right there, so. Of
course, you gotta-
through. I never really
Never partook in the.
No, I've been to Amsterdam a few times and never got a prostitute.
Yeah, I went with my.
I swear.
I went with my
It's
lady.
so odd. It's like
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I would have bet on myself to do it. I swear.
God damn it! I lost this bet. How the fuck did I lose this bet?
I don't even trust myself when I say it.
Yeah, you're like, did I black out for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I did see like the saddest thing. I was there with my lady and we like walked by. She got off work, and we.
Hold on, I think I have that on the sound.
Oh God!
I just did a bomb, but I don't have it. But it was good.
I'll do another one for that sound effect. And then. Dude, it was like 2 a.m, and there was this dude. They were like pushing him out. He was like had his hand. It was like 2 doors, and he had his hands like on the one door, like with his head. And he's going, "I just want a blowjob," and they were like pushing him out. I'm like, dude, I never want to be that guy. Just a blowjob, just suck my dick.
What are they closing?
Yeah, it was like fucking 3 a.m. or whatever.
They look for a roadie.
Too drunk or whatever. I don't know, or no money, and he's just fucking. I just want a blowjob, dude. They was literally forcing. It was like Jazzy Jeff throwing him out.
I tell you, these prostitutes, they give you some confidence. You're walking down the street, like, cause I've been to the red light district a few times. We only went to like live sex
Is it
shows.
legal in Ireland?
It's
or
not.
It's very decriminalized, isn't it?
No,
it's not.
maybe.
Okay.
I don't think so. I certainly didn't grow up.
Yeah, where'd you
knowing.
get that?
I don't even know where you'd find a whore.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, fucking NATO. Relax.
I think out in the
I don't know where you would find a whore.
I think out in the islands for all the fishermen, there's a bit of a thing going on down there.
Sure, but that's low key.
That's like, yeah.
That's Sally the town girl or something
that's
like that.
a very mom and pop whore.
Yeah,
everybody
It's not this
knows
big
them.
business,
No.
big
Yeah,
corporation hookers.
One of these brick and
It's not
mortar
big
operations.
prostitutes coming in here. Yeah, but you walk down the red light district, all the women are like banging on the windows. They're like, "Oh, yo, you, I love you," and then you're like, "I think she's into me."
There's
like a good whore will really make you think. You go, "I think." Listen, if money wasn't on the table, I think she'd still like this. I swear you get. I've been to Thailand. It's
Dude,
like that
was
too.
the most old school thing I've ever heard. A good whore.
I think there's a skill to it. Where
That's like you don't pay a whore to fuck you; you pay to leave. That's in that same vein.
Hey, thanks,
dude.
Deadwood.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Jesus Christ. When did Sam Elliott get here?
There's one in Berlin or Hamburg or in Germany because it's legal in certain. I think it's legal in Germany.
Germany has a weird one too,
but it's also got to be very on the same. It's got to be like very centralized, like it's on one block, and there's women aren't allowed on the block. Okay. It's like a wall. Like it just says like men only, and you have to walk around. And if a woman does walk down there, the women throw like the prostitutes will throw like fucking pennies at you and shit, and like spit at you to get you. Yeah, you're flooding the block with free trim. You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say she's fair game.
Get out of here, you. Yeah.
I'm trying to make a living. It's like being heckled on stage.
It was like very. I was like, I asked my girl, I'm like, yo, I want to go see. I've never seen a fucking red light district or whatever.
Yeah.
So she just like waited for me as I just like walked up and down. I'm like, this is. And then I walked back. Like, you ready, honey? Yeah.
She just stood at the wall.
Yeah. That's what she did. I came out. She was like on her phone or whatever. I'm like, this is weird.
Fucking Germans.
You come back real quick. You're breathing heavy. Wasn't my thing.
I'm fucking with my pants.
Hair's all fucked up.
Some guy gave me a hickey.
I was attacked by hookers.
Man, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, but they're out there. They're banging on their windows. They're like,
yeah, it's a thing. It's unsettling to me.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Thailand's nuts. Phuket is the one. Phuket in Thailand is like this one. I think it's like the second biggest like prostitution
hub
city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where else you been? You've done some traveling.
I've done some traveling.
Where do you guys go over there?
Jail usually.
No, but you do that kind of shit. You go to Thailand and
we all did. Southeast Asia was big for a certain generation.
Huh.
So I went to Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, which is just outside of it. I never did Cambodia, but I'd love to go back and do that.
Huh.
But it's fucking awesome. It's awesome just to like be in like Asia.
Yeah.
Because it's a very stimulating. There's like a smell.
Yeah.
It's like, it seems racist, but you know what I mean? It's like
there's a lot good. It's
like,
a very
you really go
very
fuck.
Distinct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you've never been in a situation like that. It's awesome.
Was Asia next for you? You did France, but I got them to Europe this year.
Nice.
Yeah. Went to France.
Do you guys have any plans for tours of Europe or anything like that? The fan base.
We want to, yeah. We want to do.
Not now.
Yeah.
Take a little breather, see how this all plays out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm staying on fucking U.S. soil, Daddy-o. I'll go to the embassy, maybe.
I'm no good with a stinger. My aim's real bad.
Once the TSA lets me bring my own RPG, then fucking maybe. Yeah, we want to do we want to do the UK. We want to do kind of wherever, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Definitely want to go over and see our boys that Have a Word podcast.
Oh, that
Adam.
awesome.
Yeah,
shout out to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over too next time I'm home. I just haven't.
Yeah, when are you going home? I feel like you haven't been home in like 6 years.
I haven't been home forever. No,
How many years?
like a year and 4 months. It's
Okay.
not too bad. So the New Year's of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the city was locked down. The country was locked down. So I showed up. That everything was reopened after COVID, and we were there for like 2 days, and they're like, "Nope, this shit's fucked." They closed like everything down. So then I just spent like 4 days just in my parents' house, just watching TV, kind of just.
That kind of sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in Dublin
Kind of
proper?
awesome too, though.
Dublin proper, yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
It's a good time, that Dublin.
It's a fun fucking city.
Yeah.
Do they have an apartment or a house?
They have a house.
They have a house.
So
You stretch
There you
out a
go.
little bit. That's not too
yeah,
bad.
it's not bad. Yeah, they've got like a recliner.
Was it the same
That
house you
doesn't
grew
work.
up in?
It's the same house I grew
Yeah.
up in. Yeah, yeah.
How does she do in the kitchen? She hook it up?
My ma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there
Very
you go.
rustic food. You know,
Oh,
she's the
man.
best. Just a good soup. A good
Nice
soup.
hearty soup, hearty bowl of
She's a
soup.
fucking hearty soup woman. Yeah.
Hearty soup.
Everything in Ireland is designed to like warm you up. You know. What I mean?
And
In the
fill you, because you don't know when the next meal's
That's
coming.
exactly what it is. I
Another
swear.
bowl of wool
There's just
soup.
like they just keep at.
A cardigan sandwich.
They just keep adding.
How's the scarf tonight?
Can I get another bowl of turtleneck, please?
All right, cut this. What is this? Clip this, Johnny. I'm glad we're not live streaming now. This is fucking.
How's the scarf? I'll take the knitted cat, medium well.
Come in here, you insulting my mother's cooking.
I'm not insulting her cooking. It sounds awesome. I tell you what.
kind of was. For me. I was kind of shitting on your family.
That's fine, that's
I thought
fine.
that's what we were doing.
No,
here.
I was shitting on you for saying everything warms you up over there. But I want to say this,
You won't
man.
get a good meal in the summer in Ireland. No,
I went home for 2 months, like after the first couple months of the pandemic, like right in the spring. Fucking best time of my life, just laying around my parents' house, fucking doing nothing, hanging out with them.
just being like a kid again.
Oh, it was fucking fantastic.
I hate that.
Popping Eddie's, taking the dog for a walk.
What's an Eddie?
Edible.
Oh, okay.
Popping a couple of those and chilling.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine hanging out with my parents by as hell. I can't even imagine a world just bringing up all the trauma they caused me.
Would they know you're high if they saw you? If they saw you, can they sniff through you?
I don't know.
You don't get
And would
high,
they
do you,
care?
really?
I get high a lot. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Did you ever get
Well,
busted?
what happened was like when I tried to stop drinking so much, I replaced it with weed, and then I just started drinking the same levels, and then kept the weed.
Yeah.
So now I'm
you
just
double
like,
down.
I'm just worse. Now
Yeah.
I'm addicted to so much more than I ever was. Yeah. But I smoke it late because it fucking hits me hard. I'll smoke it when I get home and stuff like that.
and shut down the machine.
Yeah, I can't be out talking to people and shit high. That fucks me up.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I could never do what you're doing. I wouldn't go home and shut it down. It would fucking.
Oh,
it would
yeah?
just turn
Yeah,
the
aluminum
switch.
foil on the windows and shit.
Oh man, just laying there in bed, fucking.
No, the idea of getting the subway high freaks me out. I'm just like, no way. I'm not lying on this couch for an hour.
Yeah, it's a
or
lot.
I'll get an Uber. There's no way I'm operating. I don't know how people smoke weed and then go to work and stuff like that. That's crazy.
I did.
I'll throw my life away. I'm like, no, sorry.
It triggers a lot of panic attacks.
I'm sorry. I'm too relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I had one. We went out to dinner. We were in Miami this weekend. We went out to dinner, and I took too much edible. We were sitting at a table out on the street. Fucking halfway through dinner, it just fucking hit me like a ton of bricks. Yeah. Just a fucking massive panic attack. We got to get out of here. What are we doing?
Yeah, he's a real good hang all the time.
You got a bunch of edibles right there. Should we all eat too much? Just see what happens for
I
us.
don't get high, baby.
No?
No, I
can't-
don't
you
handle it well.
Yeah.
I started real young, and we got panic attacks at like 11 or 12.
Yeah, of course.
And you don't know what the fuck a panic attack is at 11 or 12. It's like your world. Like now, if I get them, I'm like, oh, whatever. Like I can at least
Yeah.
talk myself down. But dude, you think the fucking feds are closing in on you at fucking 11 for smoking a joint in the woods? You know what I mean?
Impending doom.
Oh, dude, it was real bad.
Yeah, but
Scarred me, and I just don't like it.
made you tough, though.
Sure, but like through the years, like, you know, I would like, because all my boys, that's all they just, you know, they're big. I think you call them drug addicts.
Junkies?
Junkies.
Yeah.
They like drugs were big growing up, like real, like everything, and So like I would smoke weed with them. Like we graduated high school. I was like, all right.
Got
like,
news here. They're big now too.
I was gonna say no shit.
Yeah,
They've gotten bigger.
To be honest, a lot of them have died off. So the circle's gotten smaller. But like, yeah, I would do it every now and then. Like just take a couple of hits or whatever, and it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
I booze like a fucking madman.
Animal.
Yeah.
It does make it tougher. You're right. When you go through something more and more, it starts to slow down and you get used to it. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, but us talking
in a very crazy way.
I was talking to our kids. Yeah, we used to smoke weed and get high. We used to get relaxed as kids. It really made me tougher.
Yeah, smoking. You don't know shit about smoking weed.
You don't know what a fucking tough childhood is. We would get high and listen.
I would steal $20 from my mom and then go buy weed and get high and scared.
You ever sit in a station wagon, a cookie cutter upscale neighborhood, smoking weed with your buddies, worried about the vice principal coming down on you? What would have happened? Nothing. We got a ticket.
Ukraine versus Russia. Have you picked a side?
I'm waiting to see how things play out this week before I give my endorsement to a certain side or not.
It'd be funny to do a charity comedy thing where you raise money for the troops, and then when they show up and it's like, all right, just let them go straight to Moscow.
Yeah, come out with a big check. Hey, we raised $14,000 for the Russian troops.
Made it out to Mrs. Vladimir Putin.
Yo, those missiles ain't cheap, Yeah, it seems to be all anyone's talking about right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every couple of, because again, like I have a lot of anxiety and like I'll just start consuming it all the time.
Yeah.
So I keep it at bay. Like every 2 or 3 days, I'll just fucking Google Ukraine and like kind of see what's at, because otherwise you start going down fucking rabbit holes of like, well, this can mean that, and that can mean this, and if this goes, then that, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? I gotta, I got reels to upload or something. I gotta worry about paying my goddamn rent.
I got a thumbnail to make. I
gotta yell at a producer or something.
NATO, what the fuck is NATO?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta go bomb in Tampa. Let's go.
How was it? You were just in Tampa last weekend, were you?
It's great.
Tampa's great. Are you guys doing Tampa?
Not yet, but we might.
Yeah,
Side
you should do that. It's a good fucking time.
I've been to Side Splitters once. It's great.
I love those fucking comedy clubs that are owned, like the old school, like still owned by like the owner's there. He's like writing you the check. He's also like moving like cases of beer. It's just like real, like it feels like real old school 80s.
He's bad mounting the other local club. He's like, I'm glad you were at that Chuckle Huts. They fucking suck.
Yeah, those fucking pussies.
Can't get anyone down here anymore since Chuckle Huts came in, huh?
Yeah. No, and it's just really cool. That does have that old school fucking vibe. Like the guy said he at Side Splitters, he started out as like a bouncer and then like bought it in 2007 or whatever.
Yeah, Madam, what was his name again?
Brian.
Yeah.
It's a great club.
It's a great.
Well, there's a reason. Punchline, dude.
When you get older comics that can kind of start selling out bigger rooms, still going back to those clubs, that's a huge sign.
Yeah, that's
a couple of those places.
And Side Splitters is one of them.
Side Splitters is one of them.
The fucking Atlanta Punchline. You guys should do it for sure, dude. It sounds horrible.
Okay.
It sounds so bad.
Atlanta.
It's like you walk in. It's literally a diner. They took a diner and closed off one side of it and made it a comedy club. But like
a cool silver looking old diner.
It's all boots and stuff then?
It's like an old school diner.
Boots are on the side, but like the bar's still in. It looks like something from like the fucking 70s in LA. It's all like everything's painted black. It's got like red fucking velvet and like, curtains and shit. Red lights. It's a kill box. It's so fucking cool. And it's like real like kind of not like dingy, I don't want to say, but like has a lot of character to it. It's fucking sick.
Fuck. Yeah, great. So where else you did there? Tampa, Orlando.
Yeah. Orlando. Yeah.
Good times.
Atlanta.
What are you sitting this part out? What are you doing?
No, let's get back. I want to get back to Putin. If we're going in, let's go in.
And then afterwards, you're like, did I say, is Putin going to be mad that I said stuff? I typically don't talk about foreign affairs on podcasts. I'm going to be talking him down from a ledge.
The Ukrainian president was a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Was he stand-up or no?
No, I think he was like one of those European comedians where it's like, we do songs and dance and don't know how to write jokes, that kind of thing, Kidding.
He was a TV star.
Yeah, he was like a personality.
Okay.
I'm sure he was a stand-up too.
One-man show.
What he's talking about.
Well, the one bit I saw, he was playing the piano with 3 other guys with his dick. So I don't know if that's. I mean, I wouldn't call him Carlin, but
it's a pretty good bit.
What were the other guys doing? Also playing piano?
Yeah, they were just like jumping. It was at like an award show. They were like acting. They were playing like fucking,
Oh, and you could only see their.
You could only see like their legs and their pants.
That's like an SNL sketch, dude. That's not horrific.
Yeah, he's a song and dance man. What do you want?
Yeah, he's not a stand-up comedian. Hey, what are you, his manager? Relax. What the fuck? What are you, his personal appearance booker? The guy's getting fucking shelled. I don't think he cares about my opinion on him at the moment.
Trying to keep you in check.
Yeah. You know what I watched last night? Top Gun.
Oh, really?
Ooh, have you ever seen that?
Not in years and years.
It holds up. It's cheese.
Yeah.
Very cheesy.
The bar scene was your
but it's good, man.
You've lost that love and feeling.
You've lost that love and
Saw it
feeling,
about
exactly.
1,000 times.
Okay.
10 years older. It came out in 86. It was hot.
Yeah.
Plus the old man being in the Navy, we were all about it. Thought we were Top Gun. Thought we were Maverick.
Your dad was.
Meanwhile, you weren't on a plane until you were 28.
Or a boat.
Did you show up with a helmet?
You got your jumpsuit on, standing in a fucking JetBlue line.
Yeah. My name's Eagle.
My name's Flying Whale.
The Iceman.
The ice cream man.
Who's my Rio?
It's pretty gay though, isn't it? A gay movie. Gay.
It is. That was one of those things where they look back and put eyes on it. It was very like homoerotic. Same thing with like Batman and Robin type thing, where you go and like relook at it. You're like, oh, these, the topless volleyball scene is something else.
They're just hot dudes. They're in shape. What do you want? They were all crushing tail.
He's like, don't call my favorite movie.
I know.
Gay.
Don't call that movie from 35 years ago.
I want to have,
The woman they were-
have you trash Pete Mitchell.
Yeah, when the two shredded guys played volleyball.
It's a good time. It's a fun watch for sure.
What about that scene with Kelly McGillis where they're going at it in the dark?
That
used to get my little stinger moving.
Oh yeah, a couple of those.
I don't think she's that attractive.
What?
Yeah, she's got kind of a man face a little bit in it. Not in a bad way, but in a bad way.
Yeah.
Didn't do it for me.
What type of a good way is there?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's what you're into.
like-
You know what I mean?
You should see this girl. Oh,
Looks like my Uncle Steve.
Yeah, for the record, I was talking about Tom Cruise,
looks like
not
The
her.
Rock. This girl.
I was talking about Tom Cruise, not her.
But Meg Ryan's in it.
Ooh.
She, with that accent,
Yeah.
she plays Goose's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Fucking-
just trashy accents?
She's like Southern.
Southern.
Yeah.
Oh, Southern?
Get
Forgot
over here
about
and
that.
take me to bed or whatever.
She was all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I mean, if I'm sitting there and that other, that other broad, I'm going Meg Ryan all
Kelly
day. She don't even have
McGillis.
to change her last name if we hit it off.
Grandpa Ryan and Grandpa Ryan.
Slide right in.
Hey, baby, less paperwork. What do you say?
We're not even going to change the towels, honey. Let's take a step together.
Yeah, but the accents can really fucking help a fucking woman sometimes. I
Say it again?
like the accents when an actress will play a certain character. What was the carburetor in My Cousin Vinny?
Oh, fucking what's her name?
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Yes, there's a good trashy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Brooklyn, isn't it? It's supposed to be Brooklyn.
Brooklyn or Queens, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
New
fucking-
York, yeah.
that's a
yeah.
great-
Staten Island, maybe.
Yeah, that's a great one.
There's something so about like a very attractive woman with that trashy accent that makes it. It's like
Margot Robbie.
it's like more attainable or something. I
Margot
don't know
Robbie-
what it is. It's like you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You get this very pretty visual person, then you're like, oh, you're also trashy.
You're just a dirtball.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah, that's
something
what's
bad happened
turning
to you.
That's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're like. Oh, you
Yeah.
sound like every woman I've
sound-
been with.
yeah.
You
You
sound
sound
like
like
a woman I can get, but you don't look like one.
You sound like you hurt your leg in the creek one time during the summer. That's the type of.
I heard you lost your leg from the knee down in the creek.
Definitely has a
Well, I
brother.
was rope swinging.
We gonna go down to the old creek?
Who's Ryan Reynolds' lady? Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Blake Lively, was she? What,
She's got a little dirt under her
What was
fingernails.
she
In the town.
the town.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She plays a junkie.
Yeah, the town's a good one.
I would have took her
great-
over the bank manager any day.
For sure.
Oh, I don't know. That bank manager was
hot.
all right.
She's hot. That's
Yeah,
a great
she-
movie.
Yeah,
a
she's got
fucking-
something.
Yeah, she's real classy.
She's got an element
Yeah.
to her.
She's a real
But
classy
Margot-
British actress.
Margot
She's
Robbie.
British,
She's British.
isn't it?
Classic British actress.
They're
her
all
father
British.
was
Everyone's British.
her father was the director of like the Royal Shakespeare Company or something like
Are
that.
you watch
Rebecca Hall.
Yellowstone?
I watched. Not really. No.
Well, the woman in it, the redheaded woman who plays like a huge.
You like Costner's accent?
He's British. She plays a huge. She plays a very loose woman on the show. That's
Yeah,
her thing. Is
yeah.
like she's like I'm a slut type
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
and she's British, but she plays, you know, American Wyoming or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's real good. You hear like little hints of it.
Oh, it comes
Get you chubbed up a bit.
Yeah,
Sitting over there watching a steed and her.
Seems like
at
every show I watch nowadays, like you'll watch the show and then it gets to the end and then they'll play a little like HBO analysis of the fucking episode, and every single person is like, "Oh, so what I was trying to do for this, I was trying to really channel fucking Bloodsy."
It's way easier to go that way, right? It's way easier to go British to American than American to British.
I don't know if that's true. I just think they're fucking really good at it.
I think it could be easier.
I think
Can
we
you-
go.
can
I
you
think
do
we
an
go
American
so
accent?
No,
cartoony.
not at all.
Give it a shot.
I can't.
Try it.
Hello, welcome to America.
That's very John Wayne.
it's
Welcome to America.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
You're just doing the subway guy.
That's the guy. This next stop is Astoria,
Fourth
Ditmars.
Street. I love how you become an actor where you can only do things you've heard over intercoms.
Reminder: do not leave any bags or luggage unattended at the airport.
Flight BF-72 has been moved to Gate 7.
There's a generic American accent that's like the hardest one, I think, to pull off for me, which is like just like an accent where it could be Washington, it could be Seattle. It's kind of just it's just a broad American accent. That's like the hardest one, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
Well,
much easier to do almost
a
like
Philly or a Boston because there's more points on it. Of
Yes,
like
exactly.
here's the emphasized whatevers. Yeah.
Yeah. So I must do. I've always been saying that I'm like gonna just go get some lessons to do an American accent, but I just never bother.
Has your accent softened since you've been here?
Hugely, yeah. This is an American accent.
This
right now.
to you,
to
like-
my friends and family.
your friends,
my
like,
friends,
you fucking-
They think you're from Mississippi.
they bully
you
me. Yeah,
switching pussy. Yeah.
Well, I do declare.
Oh, look at fucking Colum.
Yeah.
Trashing you.
Well, that hotter than some Louisiana gumbo.
Let me try one of these Guinness beers y'all talking about.
Well, I might just try one of these. I might just lick my lips upon this Guinness.
That's great.
But all my friends and family bully me when I go home for having an American accent.
Really?
Whereas over here, you guys are like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah, I haven't understood a word you said this whole time. To be honest. We're like 47 minutes in.
But you're just going by the eyes.
Yeah.
I think he brought up.
I'm
Putin.
like, I think that was a joke. I mean, I'm kicking him under the table.
Is that Russia? Did he just say?
Somebody put peanut butter in this dog's mouth? What's happening?
Yeah, but that's the way it is. The Philly accent, I can't. Well, you guys don't seem to have the harshest of Philly accents. Not like Brian Six is like.
No, well, that's like Brian.
Every time when I talk to him, I laugh. Like I just laugh.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
He's
like,
he's
but
like,
mine
you don't
is
make up my accent.
Mine has softened a lot since I've been up here.
Since you tried to get
but
a
like
job.
when I go back down, like in the summer, I spend a lot of time with my family
Yeah.
down
it
at like
comes
the
back
beach and
fast.
stuff. And like I have cousins, men and women, who are like, "Yo, dude, what do you like?" That are Brian Six.
Yeah,
and
Six
I hang out and have a 6-pack with them, and it's like fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
Six doesn't just have the accent; he has the sayings too.
He's got the raspy voice.
He lives by the sayings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you going over here like that kind of shit.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you
Like that.
doing?
Yeah, that type shit. Where like I never really said use that much. But use is a big Philly thing. Like, yo, use going down there. What are you doing? That kind of shit. I never really had it, but now when I go home, I start real like I'll start like dropping my like street raves and stuff like that. Yeah,
it comes
yeah,
back fast. Every time
It's
I go, if I go home to Ireland, and I come back the first week back, everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, this is how I've always sounded, and I've one of the better accents. Like the Dublin accent is fairly easy to understand compared to the rest of Ireland. Ireland's fucking crazy. A lot of grunts, a lot of clicks. If you go down to Kerry, they talk like chickens. Like I swear they'd be clicking at you. Like,
They be clicking.
how's it going?
They be clicking at you.
They be
Really?
they'd be like, how's it going? There's like a
It's all
cluck,
real
cluck.
connected.
There's a
Everything's like
cluck
real
in-
connected.
There's a cluck in their voice. Yeah, down
Jesus.
like in the asshole of Kerry, which is like just
So you look at them as like they're
Wait.
your rednecks.
They're the natives to the land. They're not even
You guys are
rednecks.
visitors.
They are native Irish. They're Celtics. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Druids. Is that what you said? Yeah, exactly. They
Druids.
got those old school white dreadlocks and shit. Yeah, and they're all standing around a cauldron, just fucking. How's it fucking going? That's what how's it fucking going? Great weather today. I swear that's how they sound. Like, and you're like, what? And then you go up north, and then it's just like, what about you? You know, fucking welcome to fucking
Yeah, it's
Belfast.
like real, higher.
So then I've been in situations where I've done shows where they had comics from like the south of Ireland and all the way up to the north of Ireland, and then I'm in the middle translating the sets to the other of them.
That's a car.
Because they don't know what the,
Yeah.
You can say car a million. It's weird because Ireland's so small, but there's so many.
Collins on the side doing sign language to people.
I'm saying, he just said your mother's a whore. I can't believe it.
He said your mother's a whore. Everyone starts dying.
I remember getting in a taxi in Dublin, and also just like not like obviously they're facing the other way, and like there was like he was like 75, and you're like, oh, I don't understand a fucking word this guy's saying,
yeah.
and I don't know where I'm going. I'm hoping he just get out on a street corner and be like, I guess this is the place that I asked to go.
He goes, where you from? And you're like, America, and he's like, all right, and he got to a roundabout and just drove
Yeah,
around
just-
and around
just doing
and around
circles.
for an hour. He's like, oh man, it's tough traffic today.
Sparked. You believe these goddamn freeways? Yeah.
Nice. You've never been to Ireland?
Never been to Ireland.
Oh, we for sure have to go. I want to go back for sure. My buddies lived there for 6 months, and I went over and visited them, and then I went and became like friends with their friends.
Yeah.
And he was just talking to he actually just messaged me not too long ago. He's like, dude, I love the show. You know, when you got to come to fucking Ireland. I want to go back for sure.
But nowadays, you just make a fucking vlog out of it. Nowadays, it's just like, if you want to do anything fun, that's a vlog.
Yeah, for sure.
With any Irish trip, you're like, the boys go to Ireland.
Yeah.
Probably a tax write-off then.
It is for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, it's for creating content.
So if I just strap a GoPro to my head, I'm like, no.
Put it on Patreon. Yeah,
That's it. It's all all right.
I believe
course.
so. Yeah.
There's got to be a limit to it.
No,
man. The U.S. government can't tell you how to spend your money. It's like if you're like if you're like, hey, I want to buy whatever. If you're like, I want to fly first class for a business trip, they can't be like, no, fly coach.
Yeah. But you're like, I want to make a video that gets 10 views.
I want my 4 Patreons to see me in Ireland.
You're going to see next week there's only a vlog of me going around the red light district in Amsterdam.
Trying my dick sucked for content.
Yeah, getting a receipt off fucking Johnny's mother.
take your time, honey. It's a write-off.
Can you sign and date this?
Handing that in. No. It was for a vlog. It's like, it says you lost $20,000 on this vlog.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a 1099 you for this ass fingering you just gave me.
Do you have your EIN on you? Do you know your social security number off the top of your head? That's fucking good stuff.
So where else have you got lined up?
We just announced LA.
Oh yeah.
We announced California, so we're going to be in San Francisco, LA, and San Diego, La Jolla the first week of
Which my mom keeps telling me is
first
so
week
nice.
of April.
La Jolla is beautiful.
That's what everybody says. La Jolla, classy. I don't know.
That's the one place she's been to because my cousin was in the Navy, and there's an air base out there, and they went out and stayed with him from like a Tuesday to a Thursday. Real trash.
You know who might be out there at the same time we're out
Wait
there?
a minute. Kanye.
No.
Ski.
Chuck Liddell.
Closer.
He might be.
Is it really closer? Mike Tyson.
No. Colum Tyrrell.
Oh, really?
Hey folks.
Why don't you fucking say something?
This is his backdoor waiting to plug. Oh, you guys, where else you going?
No.
Yeah, he's trying to be fucking Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, that
over
was
here.
real David Letterman of you.
Hey, Byron Allen, kick fucking
Don't you
rocks.
worry about where we're going. Minding our own goddamn
Yeah,
business.
You ain't sleeping on the couch at the Airbnb.
We ain't
either.
hurting anybody.
Well,
dude,
fucking cut this. We're done here.
We spent way too much money on an Airbnb.
Did you?
And of course, you could sleep on the couch if you wanted to.
But we'll be some overlap. I'm just going to LA for like 4 or 5 nights. Let's do some podcasts, do some spots.
Fantastic.
That's it. But I think
let's hang.
We're gonna have a fucking real East Coast piss up.
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
got
it there.
Josh Potter involved in a couple of beers, couple
Potter's
of Bernies,
involved?
couple little bit of talking shop.
I was thinking of cooking out at the Airbnb.
Oh yeah, we could have a barbecue.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got a big pool and
I
shit.
think you go to LA, maybe just every time I've been there, but it's like there's an element of they were like, oh well, this is a very professional setting, so it's like
Never been there.
let's not go crazy. And then in New York, we're all just like, who gives a fuck? Everyone's
Yeah.
poor anyway.
Chicken fights.
No one actually makes it. We're all just
yeah,
getting
yeah.
fucking hammered, just fucking railing lines.
Just talking shit at a table at a bar.
Yeah. Just talking shit about some guy beside you. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
This guy fucking sucks.
Yeah,
This guy.
we were just doing that the other night. There was a guy like 6 feet away from us. This guy fucking sucks. I hate this fucking guy. We got banged up the other night.
We were mangled, dude.
Where were
Every
you?
time I meet up with Colin for a beer,
Oh, yeah.
And it's just both of us. I know a beer in my head is about 4 beers.
Yeah, of course.
With the normal person, if I met up with Foley for a beer,
Yeah.
and it turned into 4 beers, I know that's happening. But like with you, it's like a beer, I turn into 4 beers, and then you also turn. So it's like 8, 9, 10, 12 beers.
It's a sloppy one. Well, there's a case of going, one more. We'll do one more round.
Well, you bought the last round, and we keep fucking
Yeah, but then we're even. It's like, but you got the last round. I was like, but we're even now.
I know, but you got the last one.
And then sometimes I'll buy another round, knowing farewell that they gotta add another round in.
Yeah.
You go, I'll just get one more. And then I go, this is another 2 at least.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a shot sent over too. We're here all night, baby. We're here all night.
Put the seatbelts on.
Yeah, so that'd be fucking fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna be in Cali. We have fucking Buffalo coming up, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Salt Lake City, Denver,
Phoenix.
Fucking, you're doing it.
and we're doing it. And they're gonna be adding
tour.
a bunch more, man.
I've never been to any of these places.
First time for me a lot too.
Yeah.
Other than Pittsburgh, I think I've been to.
I can't wait to see Denver.
Yeah, I can't wait to look out my window from the hotel. A lot of these places now, it's like,
This is Cleveland.
you go, yeah,
God's country.
I just look at. Sometimes I'll just look outside the hotel and go, yeah, that's it. I get it. There's a mall and McDonald's and Starbucks.
It also kind of sucks too because we do 3 nights. We do 3 cities in 3 nights. So it's like
a lot of driving.
you leave your apartment at 9 a.m. in New York, get to the airport, flight, land, get an Uber or car to the hotel by like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Then it's like we got to be at the club by 6 to set everything up for like a 7:30 show or whatever. So it's like, and then this last run we had 7 a.m. flights each day. So it's like, you're fucking home by midnight, up at 4:30. You're like, it fucking, you don't even get to see the city, which sucks, but
which is fine when you're
we
in Buffalo.
proper didn't even see Atlanta.
no, we literally, dude, our hotel was like 3 blocks away from the Punchline, and that's all we saw those 3 blocks. That's all we saw.
Yeah, but
That's literally all we saw. We ordered Chipotle, like we didn't do anything that you should have done.
Yeah, but you'll be back another time. You'll do the full
Yeah, for the
weekend,
same
I
6
guess.
hours or whatever.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there's a great Chipotle on the corner here. Trust me.
Is Mark still working here?
I got this sort of.
He gave me the extra guac for free last
I got
time.
like a
Did he mention
burrito
me?
type of thing last time. Would you have any idea what that is? Oh, the menu hasn't changed in 25 years? Oh, okay.
You got to
Still do
try
that
the
burrito thing, that wrap.
You got to try the Holiday Inn. I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
Nice.
Wasn't it a Holiday Inn Express?
No, in Atlanta was that extended stay where we had the living
it was
rooms.
pretty
Each room
nice.
had a living room,
The-
which and a full refrigerator. Because I've never been in a hotel with a full refrigerator
dude.
before.
Oh,
it
is
had
it
like a
fucking-
proper
Yeah.
kitchen. It had like an
Wow.
oven and shit.
There was magnets and a picture of
It's like
families
a
on
waste
it.
of
Yeah.
space.
Well, in a lot of those places,
People are living there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
extended
for
stays.
fucking witness
wow.
protection and
for
shit.
like work or like. I found out
It had real divorced dad vibes.
Just some guinea with a fake mustache walking by. The name's Goldberg.
Sitting around in a wife beater in his underwear, bitching at the FBI guys as the
Yeah.
food stinks.
Oy vey! Oh.
God damn it, Rodriguez! You can't give me something decent to eat over here. Yeah, my aunt audibly laughed at me when I said we were staying at the Holiday Inn. My aunt was down there visiting my uncle, and she came to the show. She's like, "Where are you guys staying?" I was at the Holiday Inn. She's like, "Oh, really?"
that was a tough one. I got to be honest with you. That was a
laugh in your
tough
face
one.
like that. And you're like, I'm not joking.
dude. Yeah.
The bathroom in my room was tough. And then where the fuck we were in like Albany or Syracuse last run. And where the fuck were we? We checked in mad late. Like we didn't check in before the show. We got there. I guess it was Hartford. And it was Hartford because we were running late.
Yeah.
Had a fucking because we had we recorded Tim Dillon that day.
Yeah.
And you can't negotiate his schedule, you know what I mean? When he wants to do it, you're like, fucking yeah. I'm like, I'll cancel every show for the next year.
The kid moves tickies.
Yeah, so we're like, all right, fuck, we do that. Obviously, we run long, hanging with him the whole thing. So we fucking shoot up to the show, get to the show. As like fucking the show's about to start, we walk in, and then we go out for like food and beers afterwards. Then we check into the hotel at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. We all check in. I had fucked up. I had gotten like the 2 weeks later for like Toby's room and Tommy's room. So it's like a whole mess. I get up to my room. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And my fire alarm's going, just smoke alarms, just beeping like every 15 seconds. Like, eep, eep. And I'm like, fuck. So I call down. I'm like, hey, man, my fire alarm's going off. And he's like, well, let me see if they were working on it. I'm like, well, that doesn't. I don't care if they were working. It's good. Like, I need a solution now. It's 2:00 in the morning. We got to be up at fucking 7. Like, and he goes, hey, listen, I shouldn't tell you to do this, but just just unplug it. And I'm like, all right, dude. I just unplug it. Did I take it off? It's still beeping.
Oh,
so
my
I'm
God.
Like, he's like, I call him.
Fling it out the window.
He's like, take the batteries out. There's no batteries in it. It's just still beeping. I put it. I buried it under pillows and blankets and put it under the bed.
I thought you're not wrapping it in a towel, put it in the fridge. That's why they have such big fridges.
It's just filled with
I'm not
fucking...
supposed to tell you this, but go over to the room next to you and make a small fire.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
Anybody? It was the kind of place where you were on the first floor when you checked in, but you felt like you were in a basement.
Yeah, it was real weird. The
Some of
floor
you
was
felt like
real
you're
cold
below
and
ground.
stuff. Yeah, it was real dank. There was moisture in the air.
Real high windows.
Yeah. But all in all, we've been staying at like some decent places. The place in Orlando was fucking sick. Like
huge,
huge,
resort.
like resort style pool. Fucking. Like I said, Florida's the only place with fucking grandmoms with huge fake tits that are hanging out at the pool. It's crazy. It's just like 78-year-old women with fucking
Florida's all right.
Cannons.
Florida's a funny one to be like when you're getting a cocktail made for you by like some 60-year-old woman who like just still has the fake tits and the tats. And
Yeah.
like not the worst thing you've ever seen, but
Not
it's
at
like,
all.
No,
You're like,
I'm in.
Just like 20 years past they moved there because they weren't getting as many tips in New York anymore. And they're like, all right,
Yeah, you got to go down.
you got to.
They're real good with the honeys and the sweeties.
Oh, they've
thanks,
got
sweetie.
Yeah, they've got the thing.
Johnny on the spot with the refills.
Yes, it's
nice.
nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
Florida.
Smell
I said the whole trip. I could fucking move to Florida. I could pick up the whole operation and move it down there
Miami?
without batting a. No. I don't want to be in Miami. I want to be in fucking Tampa.
Okay.
Or fucking
Well,
something.
nowadays
I don't want to be in Miami. I want to be somewhere where the living's easy. You know what I mean?
Dude,
I don't want the hustle and bustle.
Jacksonville Jerry over here.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Get me a house with a
Yeah.
pool. Fucking
you have
chilling.
a giant podcast studio just like for the.
Yeah, the whole fucking basement or whatever.
Yeah.
Would be the fucking
Where do you
studio.
think you would end up?
I'm not.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I think I'll end up somewhere.
Where would you want to retire or whatever?
Yeah,
Would
probably
you go back to the old country, as they say?
No,
You have no
it's-
plans ever going back there?
I can't imagine ever going back there unless something fucked up happened. But it's just so boring, man. You show up and it's just
Family vengeance.
Yeah.
Like, me and my brothers get together because someone killed their father.
That's how the real Peaky
shit,
Blinders
yeah.
made it. Thing.
No, I
Unless
meant,
someone besmirches our family crest.
I meant like you know, you raw dog a chick or something nice. You know, she's living there. And you're like, oh, God, I gotta go home and look after my kids.
Yeah.
How dare you? No, I'd
My
imagine
boy.
somewhere where the weather's good all year round, kind of relatively.
Florida.
Yeah.
Dude, it's cheaper.
I like. Yeah, Florida's such a kind of.
Would it be in the
dump.
U.S.?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you were talking about Thailand and shit like that before.
I could
Would
go
you want
to
to go out
Thailand.
there?
If I had money,
Be a warlord?
before the what do you
Take over?
What are you thinking? Like Apocalypse Now? Is that what you're thinking? Or just you go down the fucking Chiang Mai River and you just find me and a bunch of fucking locals praising me.
Yeah. Screaming at him in some dialect.
Setting up fireworks and eating grapefruits?
All the locals, yeah, they never had cottage pie before. I would probably go somewhere south, I guess. I'm not a big fan of LA. I guess Florida, but I'd like to check out other places like South Carolina, Tennessee, things like that first.
Yeah, but it's not nice. The weather's not great there. It still gets like...
It's still good enough though, right?
It's not as harsh as here.
Maybe I'll just go Mississippi. You know what?
Just go real
Just
fucking...
real-
real
real-
American, baby.
Real bad, real fast.
Yeah. Dude, I just want...
Just do the heroin here.
It's just like when you're down, like I realize it's so quiet compared to New York, and like your shoulders just lower, and you're like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
have to fucking rush to get somewhere. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like fucking people aren't honking at me. There's
Yeah.
not like,
The rage, yeah, I know. When you're walking down New York, there's a bunch of tourists.
or just like
front of you,
fucking
like, and
homeless
they're-
people, or people shooting heroin in their toes right next to the fucking studio.
Yeah, because rent is so cheap down there. All the homeless have homes.
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. At least, hey, do whatever you want. Just, you know,
Fuck
do
off.
it in
Here's
your
100
bedroom.
Yeah, here's a month's rent. Here's $100. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Get away. From
I'm
me.
in, dude.
If I had I known what was gonna
Kill
happen.
yourself in a motel like a gentleman, will you? trying to do business out here.
Get a roof over your head, will you?
Some guy he rings the fucking front desk. Goes, I'm trying to kill myself up here. The fire alarm's going off.
Yeah, I shouldn't tell you this, but just shoot yourself. My parents are looking at moving to Florida.
Yeah. Good.
I'm like, I'm fucking in.
Should have done it fucking 3 years ago. Prices have gone through the roof. Now.
Who gets the house? You?
I'm sure they would keep it.
We could all move in there.
To my family's, my parents' house?
Yeah, we'll gut it.
Okay, I don't know why we got to gut it. Fit you through the doors. We got a 2-car garage you can sleep in, fatty.
The whole house is just one big door, like a hangar.
Yeah, I think that I'm assuming they would keep that, and they just want. I guess they want to get out of. They're getting a little more Republican as they get older.
Yeah,
and they,
as everyone
the
is.
fact that Pennsylvania,
when you got a little bit of money
more,
to lose,
more Democratic. They're like, looking at Florida like it's the fucking Holy Grail.
Dude, you get down there for a couple of days.
Really
I don't know what it is. Those F-150 trucks really start getting in your head.
With that Punisher American flag on it and shit. You're like, I fucking get this, dude. Let's fucking party.
There's a certain point in America, dude, when you start seeing monster trucks that are just like on the road.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just start going, is that Gravedigger? And he's like, no, it's some guy.
Yeah, it's just some guy going to his accounting job.
Contractor.
Just like,
Yeah,
but
it's all
they
hopped
still,
up on Monster Energy and shit.
yeah, they still have to stop at the lights though and everything. You're like, what are you doing? Just keep going, bro.
Everybody's going to move.
When we were driving to from Tampa to Orlando, I kept pointing out to like trucks to Kippy because he was driving. And I'm like, think that guy has a gun in his car? He's like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Think that guy has a gun in his car? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Everyone's packing heat.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's set up a little studio, and then we'll all just have a little Florida home to go to.
Which honestly, I think we were talking
We'll just
about
split it up 6 months of the year, right?
We were probably
Because
doing
then-
it next summer or next winter. We were
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do it for like 6 weeks. Rent a house.
See what you can do.
See what we can do. By that point, we would,
What about Cuba?
well, I would do Puerto Rico. Less taxes. Do the
Puerto
fucking
Rico?
Jake or the Logan Paul thing.
Yeah, you get
Who
to
are you?
hang out with Jake Paul. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, the fucking taxes are lower.
Kippy starts fighting in Rough and Rowdy, getting his ass
Get
kicked.
my ass beat every Friday night.
Fucking IRS and feds are all over
Hey, I'm
him,
fighting Floyd Mayweather's second cousin, just getting the shit kicked out of me.
trying to beat Logan Paul.
You're sparring with the fucking Paul.
You got a wig on like his
Yeah.
do.
It's like you're getting beat up out there. He's like, I know, but the numbers are through the roof.
People love to see me get the shit kicked out of me. What can I say? Everybody needs a villain, am I right?
You're getting sparred on the Patreon.
Seeing you at the laptop trying to set up a pay-per-view.
That's fun. I would, but it's weird now too because like before you used to have to be in the major cities, and I still think it helps a lot. But I've met a lot of comics that are from like fucking Alabama and shit, but they're getting online stuff going for them. So then suddenly they just have a fan base and they are hitting the clubs.
Of course, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I definitely think, they're not what they used to be. Like, there's still obviously a huge benefit. Like, our show, is very guest dependent and stuff like that to an extent.
But if you were in Tampa, every weekend they've got a great headliner.
That's
so what,
kind
so
of,
what
I
the
didn't want
fuck
to
is-
say that, but yeah, of course. But
I
that
don't
would be the
wanna-
idea.
You're here.
Clippy.
You're here for the reps.
Johnny, Clippy.
Johnny.
You're here for the reps, though.
Yeah, but then the
that's why we're
stand-up
here.
sets, of
Yeah,
course,
of
too.
course.
It's like the clubs and all that stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, but let's be honest too. There's a lot of comics that have been doing fucking 4 spots a week for the last fucking 20 years, and they're still shit. So what's the real difference? you
no,
know?
of course. It depends on. I do think there's obviously the benefit of being in a city, but I do. It's not so you can, if you're smart enough and you already have like somewhat of an existing fan base, you can go somewhere else for a short period of time or for fucking, or permanently. And if you just got to work the system right, But I do think there's a thing of like when you do move to like, say you were to move to like fucking Tampa or whatever and just be like, I'm going to base out of there.
Blow your brains out
At
in
this
a couple
point,
of
yeah.
months.
At this point in my career, it's like you can't. Where are you going to get those reps to continue to grow? And it's like once you're the funniest guy in the there's a reason Louis and Chris Rock and Burr and all those guys still perform at the Cellar and the Store. To keep those fucking
for sure.
to stay on their toes.
Just the juice of the city. I mean, you have that too. You wouldn't be content in Mississippi.
No way.
Yeah,
no.
you want to be running
You
and
want to
gunning.
be fucking pushing somebody out of the way
Nah,
on
I
the M
wanna be-
train out in Queens.
I want to get a spaghetti bolognese 2 a.m.
Yeah.
There's an
I
element.
need to get an iPhone at 3:30 in the morning.
I want to have AirPods in, but no music playing because I'm scared of getting slashed. Yeah, that's the hustle and bustle of New York,
Keep your head on a
baby.
fucking swivel, dude. But how many times have you seen like a guy on the road who you're like, he's like, yeah, I'm based out of fucking,
Fucky. Yeah.
Wherever, Minneapolis, and he kills, but it's like, yeah, you're a fucking roadhouse. Like you're not like,
Yeah, of course.
you're not, the equation, and you just keep doing like you're not, but you're not pushing. Like your jokes are still from fucking 1992, but you're killing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
there's no like push of your personal.
That's what I'm
craft.
going for.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Rosie O'Donnell over here.
You didn't watch the earthquake special? And
I watched maybe 10 minutes of it just because I had to do something.
Yeah.
I just think I didn't get to digest.
I think
the
it
whole
was
thing.
good. I honestly,
It's what comedy specials used to be. It was fun.
It's why
and
it's
a good
what
time.
good comics used to be, was just murdering. People
seemed
forgot
like
somewhere. People forgot that they're supposed to be murdering. I don't know
seemed like
where
it
it
was-
happened, but they forgot where it's just like I can have a lot of pleasant jokes, and it's just like you should be murdering. And then obviously you can start elevate. Some people start to elevate their ideas before they're fucking. So they'll have a really well thought out fucking socioeconomic point of view bullshit.
Sure.
And it's like, but it's not funny.
That's what it was just like. At one point, I think he said 30 punchlines in fucking 2.5
Incredible.
minutes. It was
It
every
was bang,
line was a
bang.
punchline. He would let it laugh, hit another like heavy punchline.
I know, yeah, it's not like he's not like just punchlines. Each one is like getting hit by a fucking baseball bat. Of bang, bang, and at any moment you'd be like, "Oh, you can stop now," and he just keep going.
Dude, at any
and
moment,
going.
I would have stopped
And-
after the first one.
I know. And the
A
little
good bit of
dance.
mine, I'm like, oh, I got 2 of them. He had 7 in a bit. You're
5
like,
minute
boom.
special. Good
Yeah.
night.
you guys been great.
and it's only half an hour special or something like that.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were a real audience too. Like they were
Yeah.
a real audience.
But he was a beast, dude.
He's been a murderer for a long time. I'm saying he obviously, but that's why Chappelle did the special. But we used to see him in Stand Up New York. When we first moved to the city, he had also moved to the city or was spending a good amount of time here and was in Stand Up New York. To the point where we were like,
just
what the fuck?
Of course. Just
Killing.
murdering to a level where you're just like, all right. And then you have to follow that and then be like, so a funny thing happened on the way here today.
Yeah.
I remember
And
hearing
the
him.
media was just like, boo, boo.
Yeah.
I remember hearing him on Sirius XM, like on like Raw Dog or something like that. Before I was a comedian, like 2004, and he was like shitting on like the Bush administration. He's like, I ain't never met a bitch named Condoleezza. I can't remember the exact joke, dude.
Something like that.
The way he said that, I almost fucking crashed my car. I ain't never met a bitch named Condoleezza.
He's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Just
the best.
Just a fucking
Yeah, killer.
Um,
That was so cool that he did that. That Chappelle.
yeah.
It's not fucking.
'Cause-
It's not 5 up and coming casting couch
It's-
fucking
it's him,
douchebags. He
Donnell.
went out and fucking.
But here's the thing that I thought was the best about the special was that a lot of these times, people that kill to a certain level in a room, they don't capture it for some reason. Like, I think a lot of, like, for Joey Diaz's stuff, it's never captured just how well he's killing. So when you can't watch or hear that, you sort of
There
miss-
is always obviously a disconnect when
there's
it's
a lot
in
of
a
comics
different
that
when
are
it's on video.
murderers that you can never quite, like Donnell. I'll be interested now to see Donnell's special with him too, because Donnell's like that. We'll just show up at a room
And just
fucking
level it.
level
Yeah.
it, and then for some reason when they capture it on TV, they're missing that energy. But for some reason they caught it. With,
Ones that stick out in my mind, and not that I'm a great student of it at all, but Bill Burr's first special, fucking Killing Them Softly. Kings of Comedy did that really well.
Oh, Kings of
They
Comedy.
really, you felt like you were there.
Go
yeah.
back and put a set of eyes on Kings of Comedy, dude. It's murderous.
Who was on it? Steve Harvey.
It was Steve Harvey,
D.L. Hughley, Cedric,
and Bernie Mac. It is
Cooks.
fucking pro. And this is like they did that way before anybody was doing something like that, and they were like the first, act to be able to sell out like arenas or like whatever the fuck they were, like huge theaters or whatever the fuck. And it was murderous, like fucking killer.
Yeah, all those guys are murderous.
Yeah.
I think you just got to be black to really do well. I kind of feel
It helps.
there's not many whites do like murdering guys.
No.
Me and Tommy started out. Me and Tommy Cassidy at the Laugh House. Kippy, you went down there a little bit.
Which was an all black
Yeah,
club. in
remember
Philly.
Kevin Hart has a
something,
special
man.
from there.
Yeah. Kevin Hart has his original like album or whatever was from the Laugh House.
I saw John Laster the other night, and I was talking to him. I was like, because that was the first time I had ever seen anybody kill.
Yeah.
Like kill.
Like, yeah, where
I
it
was
hurts.
I was like maybe a year in comedy. It was a Friday night down there. It was just packed with fucking hardworking Philadelphia people.
Yeah.
Like just out to have a fucking good time. And Cotton was hosting. Chris Cotton was hosting.
Okay.
Laster featured, and Rob Stapleton was the headliner. And I'm telling you, man, I'd never seen anything like that. Fucking murdering.
Dude.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Laster
People used to
stayed
kill in that
killing.
room. Like to the point where like there was a vibe where I'm like, you just don't experience that in White Room. You just don't. It
no.
just doesn't
You just
happen.
don't. I know.
You catch Michael Blackson down there on a
Oh,
fucking Saturday
Lord have
night.
mercy.
Fucking tearing the roof off the place. And
your head's falling
Yeah.
off.
we sat in the back. I remember we watched Mark Vieira. Mark
yeah.
Vieira. I think you were hosting. Toure was featuring, and Mark Vieira was headlining. And he was like working the club. We were like, I was like maybe a year in. You were like 2 or 3 years in or whatever.
Yeah, I
and
was
you
hosting.
And he was hosting. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna come hang out and like watch the. Dude, we sat in the back. Where my head hurt, and we were just hitting each other. Mark Vieira was like, it was like when gluten became this is 15 years ago or whatever, 11 years ago. When gluten became a thing, he's like, these kids nowadays are allergic to gluten. He goes, who the fuck is gluten? And the place went fucking insane, dude. People were standing up. It was crazy. And you're like, it's not the best joke, but
in that room,
it just...
Yeah.
It's what you're
It was the
talking about.
funniest
It's
thing I had
entertaining.
ever
You're
heard.
being funny.
You're being
just
funny.
being funny.
You're being hilariously funny.
Dylan said it really well. Guttural laughs. Like, it doesn't matter what you're like. You're getting guttural, very from the gut.
We were hurt.
Emotional
Like, I
laughs.
heard people are crying. I saw Lil Rel at Caroline's not too long ago, and he murdered. Probably,
He kills,
He murdered in that room that night, like nearly harder than I've ever seen anyone. And I mean, at one point, I stood up at one point and I was like, what? I was walking around the room going, what? Grabbing some random person beside me. What? I swear, everyone's there slapping stuff. People are spilling their French martinis all over the place. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Just like murderous level. And and then once they're laughing, he'll like,
it's just he'll
just repeat the line again.
that
nearly
rhythm
until-
and
yeah.
Toure Gordon's like that too. He fucking
Toure Gordon.
he murders like that.
Yeah.
But I remember
I got a sack onto some black rooms, doesn't it?
There's the muscle. Cotton used to make me do it because like they started phasing themselves out of there a little bit, or just like we weren't there as much.
Yeah.
Well, they started there.
Yeah.
And then they were like, Cotton was like, you gotta go. And I would go and like host these shows and I would do bits about like my low self-esteem or whatever. Dude, I mean, just fucking dying horrible deaths.
Of course, yeah.
But when you killed, you fucking, you're like, I'm the
you'd
funniest man in the
you
world.
felt like a part of, you feel like it was like a part of the family.
I would do.
It's awesome.
I would do Mocha Mondays up in Harlem.
Oh, yeah,
with,
Smokey's room?
Smokey's a beast too. Smokey's another animal.
I feel like that should be a rite of passage.
Yeah, I used to go. That was like the last few mics I would do too, because it felt like a real room, and it was like you said, to be the nights that you went well. I'd be like fucking just on the train.
Yeah.
I'd be like almost shadow boxing. It's like, I'm the best.
Yeah,
and the nights it didn't go well, there'd be
my
some
God.
some evil coming out of my mouth that night.
Start kicking game on some dime piece at the bar. Feel real good.
Yeah. I fucking subscribe to Compound Media.
I can still hear this I was doing a setup about how my self-esteem is so low, I'm no longer in my own dreams. And I heard this middle-aged black woman pick her teeth. Like, I just got like, that's how silent the room was. And I was like, dude, I'll never, she looked away and just like sucked her teeth or like to try to get something out. And I was just like, oh, I'm bombing. Then I just crumbled.
As long as
and then Reggie Conquest went up after me and just shit on me. Like, I don't know what the fuck that guy was talking about.
Yes. And he looks up, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You really have to understand there's consequences for your actions up there. But he was always very welcoming. Like if 2 or 3, randos showed up, they'd always throw you on. If you bomb, they were gonna fucking trash you.
Good.
Yeah, you got
and it was
trashed
gonna
if
kill.
you bomb. And also too, sometimes they would do it, and it was just like culturally in the road, like what the rite of passage would do is like, this next guy's a new guy. They would kind of bury it with the you got a new Jack coming up. I don't really know if he's funny or not. You're like, what are you doing? Just say next guy's really funny. I mean, you're like, I don't even have the confidence to be in this room right now.
Yeah. Well, if they lose confidence in you, they don't lose confidence in me. So they gotta try to separate you.
Exactly.
Gotta protect myself
This
here.
is very
I'm not
independent contractor there.
I'm gonna start doing that now if I'm hosting. Go, this next act, not really my cup of tea, but they do well. So come on.
But they're getting spots. So
Yeah,
it was like it was definitely a glimpse into a fucking a different school of thought.
Yeah.
Good times.
Where it was like kill. You must kill early and often.
Yeah, of course. Well, and there should be, and it's like just general silly shit. They just like in those rooms that work better rather than some like over the top thought out thing. It's just they talk about someone with like fucking big eyebrows or something, and then they just like they just doing an act out somehow of someone with big eyebrows.
I know, but
and then murder,
and it's
and then you're coming up there with your fucking self-esteem issues.
Self-esteem bit, and
eyebrow Ronnie.
Y'all have a it's always
falling over.
You know that type of guy had one eyebrow, and then was like, what?
Me and Cotton saw Godfrey do like a showcase spot at the old stand, maybe like 6 years ago, whatever it was. So it was like a Wednesday night. but it was like, it was pretty full. And I mean, killing in a way where like we're in, I think if he would have hit a couple more punchlines, he could have actually killed somebody.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, nobody could breathe in the room.
Great.
Like Chris and I were literally like falling into each other. My fucking I couldn't breathe.
Great.
Like it was going to Starbucks on his way there.
Yeah.
That's literally, he did 5 minutes on that, 45 punchlines per second.
Yeah.
And just people are just,
yeah.
I saw him do, it was at our show. We used to run the Center City Comedy Show at the Stand at the old location. And
oh my God,
he was on that show and he came up to, and like there was like a DJ and like brought him up to like just, it ran just being like, he didn't like request it. It wasn't like, hey, this is going to set me up. It just so happened to be like a Wu-Tang song or whatever. And dude, he did 9 minutes on Wu-Tang and like just on like the song and the word with just murdering. And then he goes, oh, play something else. And they played like a Jay-Z song. Yeah. And then he just did 7 minutes on, and like same thing where like you could, the energy, it was like you got into like, it was like you jumped into a pool. Like you're like, it was tangible in the room of him just murdering.
Those are the days when like we'd have friends and family that would like, come to the show and all that stuff. And those are the moments after the show. You guys were really good. But
Godfrey, whoever.
Oh my
that
God!
Guy,
like the difference. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking professional football player and a couple of guys playing Pop Warner.
Listen, I hate to.
You guys were cute out there.
I hate to bring you back to be racial, but I feel like you just got to be black to be really good at comedy. I just think you got to. It's just a thing. It's just
Well, there was also
we all have our skills.
The school of thought of like, and I don't know if this is just the way we came up a little bit of like, if we did a show somewhere. It was me, you, Cotton, and we did a show. Whoever did the worst, I don't know if this was like derived from the Laugh House. Like Cotton, if I did bad, Cotton would get in my ass.
Oh yeah,
about like, what the fuck you doing up there with that stupid fucking shit? Trying to tell him a joke. Just tell the fucking joke, and you're like, oh my God, like dude, like fucking. It was like if you did bad. Not only did you do bad, and you're like, now I feel like shit. I got a 2.5 hour car ride home, getting fucking berated by this guy who I think hates me now. You know what I mean? All because I've been doing comedy 6 months and I bombed.
And he's using a cooler to prop up his driver's seat.
Exactly. His driver's seat was bungee corded in.
But I get it. It's like, so he was like, you just gotta be funny.
It was just like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
What
fucking
are you doing?
Be funny.
Dude,
just go be funny.
But that's what, so Earthquake did Rogan's thing, and then Rogan's like, Rogan's thing.
That little thing that Rogan does.
Earthquake was on Rogan's podcast, and then Rogan's asking him about writing and all that stuff, and he's just like, nah, I'm just funny. I just go up and be funny. And then like Rogan keeps like bringing it back to the writing. He's like, and when are you writing? And he's like, well, I don't write.
I just do this.
And
this is what I do.
Earthquake's not sitting in a fucking Starbucks with his laptop.
Go give me another word for car.
Yeah, wearing a cocaine white suit and a fucking bolo hat.
Yeah, I think I say motherfucker too many times. I'm trying to eliminate the motherfuckers I say.
Who's booking Fallon now?
But then again, Donnell is the same thing. I was at Mocha, the Mocha Lounge one time, and I showed up, and there was like a competition on, and Donnell dropped in, and everyone was bombing, and so he grabs the mic. Like they bring him up. We have a special guest. It's a competition, so it's like kind of cunty as well to drop in, but whatever. And he grabs the mic and he's like, "I'm so sorry to interrupt your little competition." he goes, and then he goes,
"I love it."
He goes, "But I gotta say, none of y'all motherfuckers are gonna make it." And they play the rocks.
Wow, it goes crazy.
And then he points at one of them. He goes, "They ain't laughing, motherfucker." And I keep saying motherfucker, but he was saying a different word.
Sure.
Yeah. But he was like, "They ain't laughing, motherfucker. They ain't laughing." He goes, "Stop telling the joke. They weren't laughing. You keep adding tags to something that ain't funny."
Yeah.
And he's like screaming at the guy's face, like, and it was like hilarious. It was the most fun thing, and the poor guy got his heart broken, obviously. But like to him, it seems like the most basic understanding of anything in life is like they weren't laughing,
and you're still trying to do this.
Because what happens is people, they write their jokes, they write their stories. They go, "I've got a 4-minute bit."
It's such a fundamental understanding of kill first.
And but if you have a 4-minute bit and the first minute's not working, you gotta pull the fucking cord. You gotta jump out of there. Sorry, but just do anything. Just turn around, call someone fucking gay. I don't know anything, but don't keep bombing.
I like to keep it in and just keep doing it.
That's your trick.
I'll get 100%.
Yeah.
I remember I got yelled. It stuck in my head by Cotton yelling at me because I was trying to do like that fucking real cerebral fucking, you know. Meanwhile, we're at like an all-white party in West Philly, and I'm fucking. There's no stage where I'm just in the middle of like a banquet hall, and I'm trying
to be flow.
Everybody's
flowing?
in all-white shirts, like all-white Air Forces, suits, and everything. I'm sitting there in like a
wrapping up food to go.
I'm in like an Echoes hoodie or whatever, just fucking, and. I had like this thing, and he was like, I was telling him the joke, the punchline before I got there. So he was like, "You're telling him the joke before you tell him the joke. What are you doing?" And I'm like, that's stuck in my head. Like, it's like hardwired in me now to be like, every joke I write, I'm like, don't give it away. But like, it's the same thing of like, stop telling the joke. It's not going well. You know what I mean? It's like, you're telling him the joke before you tell him the joke. Stop it. I'm like, okay.
That's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
stuff,
pal.
man.
This was great.
Yeah, that was fun. Reminisce talking about that.
Obviously, Are You Garbage? We'll have all the links to all their stuff. Go catch them live.
And you'll
buddy.
You'll be on next week.
Yeah. If Putin doesn't fucking wipe us out.
We got quite a little hive started here over here.
A little hive mind.
Do they know that we're all at the undisclosed location?
You're in the attic of Aunt Tootie's right now, technically.
In the attic?
You're in the attic of Aunt Tootie's. That's, I think, that's the narrative we're going to play on our
I've been calling it the bachelor pad, but
he's up here like Fonzie. Buddy, thank you so much.
Thanks
for coming
This
out.
was
Boys.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Love
it.
the setup. This is fucking beautiful.
Go catch them live.
I'm not going to retweet this.
All right. Goodbye.
See ya.